That's right, Kent. And all of a sudden, you're right. You mentioned this, Susie, a couple minutes ago. He just accelerated. It looks like, there's no lights on this car now. He has all of a sudden changed his methods here, and he has really picked up this speed. And it does not look like he knows where he is going. But there are some dark residential streets around here, and we'll see if Riverside Police now in pursuit of this vehicle. We'll see if they get a little more aggressive. Again, these two suspects in this vehicle wanted for armed robbery out of San Bernardino, and all of a sudden the speeds have really picked up with this white Lexus.
And cause for big concern, Gordon, as well, because not only are they armed robbery suspects, but also this is a neighborhood, and picking up their speeds. Thus far we kind of breathe a sigh of relief because of the fact that he's been driving pretty slow in the residential area, and looks like he's making a left turn there, pretty quick left turn, evading authorities there.
In this case, also blowing through a boulevard stop sign, and we had seen the driver stopping at such stops in the past. So I think Gordon's put it well, that there's a change in tactics here. And as with any breaking news event, we do want to remind you we're all watching this story unfold live. We have no way of knowing with certainty the outcome. So if watching it is too intense, you may want to leave the room. And if you're a parent with young children watching, we know you'll want to act responsibly on their behalf, as well as we continue to monitor this police pursuit that started probably now some 40 minutes ago, of which we're aware, and continues on this Monday night as the year winds down. It's going to go out loudly for the drivers in this vehicle.
And Gordon, in Sky 9, can you tell us where we are now? I know we're in Riverside. We've been kind of driving in different directions, so kind of lost our place here. Can you tell us where we are now?
Yeah, it is. It's changing so rapidly, Susie. It's kind of hard to say. It looks like, there's Arlington is a street, but it looks like he's paralleling that, which is one of the majors here through this area. These are very small streets through some very tight knit neighborhoods here in the Riverside area that he is traveling on. And again, the speeds have picked up. We saw him going pretty slow on some of the larger streets, but now speeds have really picked up, and he has started to go through stop signs. Earlier he was actually stopping at stop signs and stop lights, but now you can see he just slowed down there a little bit just to take a peek, but he blew right through that stop sign without actually stopping.
All of this changed just about 5 minutes ago. We want to show you videotape. We'll keep the live picture on one side of your screen, the lower left portion of your screen. But take a look now on the right side as this driver appears to turn off the lights, tapping only on the brakes, and then really picking up speed, making this left turn at a boulevard stop, possibly perhaps seeing those police vehicles that were on side streets, blocking off traffic there, and deciding that this is where, as Gordon Spencer so aptly put it, a change in tactics came along, and this driver really changed from being very slow and methodical in his driving to being much more reckless.
And we're going to take the live picture back again. Police in pursuit right now. The suspects wanted for armed robbery out of the city of San Bernardino this evening. One thing that surprises me is the fact that the driver of this car has not gotten back on the freeway yet. He's had opportunities to do so, various freeways, coming from the 91 most recently, but if he or she had continued on the 91, various exits and that kind of thing, and so far just surface streets.
And this is a green light intersection, but just a moment ago we saw the driver going through a red light, and so again, the earlier, more safety-oriented driving, if there can be such a thing in a high-speed pursuit, has been thrown out the window, perhaps along with some of the objects that police believe may have been thrown out as well. This now becomes a far more serious and a far more dangerous pursuit. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 black and whites with their reds and blues flashing right now in pursuit, and also closing in very close to this vehicle right here. This is only 2 car lengths behind at this point, closer than we had seen earlier in this chase.
And it's kind of frightening to watch this at the same time, because those neighborhoods, if there's anyone, outside going for a jog or walking their dogs at this 9 o'clock hour, and they see this chase passing by them, it's a very scary situation. Obviously, officials want you to remain inside your home. If this pursuit is coming through your neighborhood, you don't know what this driver is capable of, or he or she can do at any time. Erratic behavior, erratic driving. We don't know so far where he or she is going at this point.
You don't want to cause undue alarm, but we will say this. If you are in this neighborhood and if you see the helicopter searchlight from overhead, or you can see the vehicles outside your house, stay in your house, lock your doors, because unfortunately in the past we've seen drivers abandon their vehicles and run to the nearest, quote, safe haven they can find, and that can be a residence, and that's when things can turn even more dangerous. So just stay inside. We'll keep you posted right here on KCAL 9 News at 9.
Let's go up to Gordon Spencer in Sky 9, who has a look from up ahead, up above. Gordon?
Yeah, thanks, Susie. We just saw more erratic driving, more high speeds through those neighborhoods. A good point that you made. These are dark neighborhoods. Folks could be out on the street, walking dogs, jogging. We saw that car bottom out a couple of minutes ago, sparks flying from the bottom of that car. Clearly, I would believe that now, I mean, he is just in an area where he is not familiar with it at all, and he is just taking the Riverside Police units here on a little goose chase here, trying to figure out where and when he wants to end this. Two armed suspects here in this white Lexus out of San Bernardino, where this armed robbery took place. And this pursuit continues here in Riverside on these streets, very dark streets, very dark neighborhoods around this area. And again, speeds have picked up here in the last 5 minutes. You kind of wonder again on the fuel situations for this vehicle. There you see the helicopter flying below us there, the helicopter that is tracking this vehicle with that night sun. And again, very rural residential area with several units behind. As I pull out a little more, you saw that there were quite a few, and we've seen him, some of the streets blocked off as well. So they're kind of containing this area more and more as he continues to circle around, and this pursuit continues. There you see a vehicle just pulled off to the side. That was a little dangerous right there. But very dark, very scary area right now for this pursuit.
Yeah, certainly much less suburban than it was just moments ago. Gordon, we'll keep your live picture on the lower left side of our screen. Want to show videotape from what we've all been talking about in the last couple of minutes. We'll wait just a second for that. Yeah.
Whoa.
He's spinning,
Whoa,
spinning.
Look out. Looks like he has spun the car. We don't know if it was a spike strip. The vehicle, they're out of the vehicle. He's taking off into that field. One person is off into that field. We have not seen if there's another person now out that's come out of that vehicle, but this person is run into this, looks like a farm area. Lights have come on there. You see the authorities, very dark back there. Apologize for not being able to see this, but it is a very dark situation. Looks like he has come around to this side of the home, and there he is. His hands are up. Now he disappeared behind this home again. Very scary situation for folks if they are home right now, wondering what all the commotion is, still trying to find out where he might have ended up. And you can tell the helicopter with the night sun also trying to track this suspect.
And Gordon, thus far we've been talking about two people, two armed robbery suspects. Looks like, okay, that's the second. Yep.
And it looks like they do. Yes, Susie, looks like they have contained this suspect in this backyard. We're relying on the night sun here from the police helicopter.
So we'll show once again how the chase ended right here. You can see the black and white squad cars in the lower portion of your screen. Live picture left side. Here's where this car spun out of control. Was a spike strip used? We don't know, but the car does a 180, spins. The driver jumps out. The car, still in drive, continues forward and crashes into the fence even as the driver runs away. Police officers from the Riverside Police Department in quick foot pursuit. Driver around the back of this area. Looks like there are stables in this area. This is a slightly rural area, semi-rural. And the driver in the blue hooded sweatshirt now behind the house in the earlier videotape on the right side of your screen. And they kept the night sun, the searchlight on the area. You can see that driver right there. There's the blue sweatshirt. Then ducks again behind the house. Not known if the house is occupied at this moment, although we do see the Christmas lights on the eaves. Let's take it back now live, full screen to show you once again as the search continues. The last thing that we saw, Susie, is that the driver had been taken into custody. We saw a dark blue police uniform, which might indicate Riverside Police Department, and we saw the tan of the California Highway Patrol immediately there as well.
And you can see on the right side of your screen a contingent of police agencies there waiting and obviously also probably continue to follow this chase as well, ending in this neighborhood here. Very dangerous, obviously, for those officers in pursuit, even on the foot pursuit, because this was a report of armed robbery suspects that we've been chasing from the 8 o'clock hour, and also because this is a neighborhood and we don't know if anyone is in that neighborhood. It's It's a very dark area as well, not very well lit. For these officers, very dangerous.
And so we have seen another high-speed pursuit come to a conclusion. In the Inland Empire, it began in San Bernardino County, made its way over to the city of Riverside, a number of freeways, a driver, and the report of at least one passenger in a vehicle trying to elude police, possibly throwing items out of the vehicle as they rode along. Armed robbery suspects, but we know this, at this point at least one suspect has been captured, and this pursuit has come to an end.